Hi everyone, welcome to Do Random Things. Today, we're going to make an amazing hardy hole without using a welder. It's going to be real easy, it's going to be super fun, so please like, comment, and subscribe, and let's begin. Okay, the first thing that we're going to need is some metal. And it doesn't matter what shape or what size it is, I just got this from a scrapyard that's near me. And basically, you just want a place to make the hole, a square hole, for the hardy hole. And here's an example of one that I already made. And basically, what I did was I drilled a hole over here, and I basically drilled a hole in every corner, and then I cut it. It was bad. I'm gonna do it easier way. I'm gonna show you guys an easier way to do it. And it's basically gonna be drilling a hole over here, drilling another hole over here, and then cutting it like that, cutting it like that, cutting it like that, and cutting it like that. And you should get a perfect square, or just around a perfect square, and it would be really easy. Just sand it like this once you're done. So that's the plan. The first part in making a hardy hole is actually drawing the hole. So what I did here was I cut a piece of paper of the size square that I wanted. I'm just going to use this to trace my hole. Once I've drawn all four sides, what I'm gonna do is center punch the diagonal corners. So that's one, and that's two. Once I'm done center punching the diagonal corners, I'm gonna take it over to the drill press. And I'm basically gonna just drill a hole that's big enough for either your hacksaw blade or your jigsaw blade. Okay, let us drill our holes at the place where we marked our center punch. Now, this, you don't have to, make sure you take your time and do it right, because you want to get it pretty accurate. And yeah, make sure you clamp it down. Oh, and also make sure you use oil or some kind of cutting thing or cutting method. Okay, let's drill the second hole now. I'm just gonna fast forward this since you already get the gist of it. we're gonna be using the jigsaw to cut our square hole. But obviously, if you don't have a jigsaw, you don't need to worry. You're just gonna use an axe blade to cut the square hole. And it's only gonna take a little longer. Okay, the next step is gonna be cutting the square. And it is one of the longer. You have to be more patient, and it's a more patient process. But now for this, try to clamp it down to a flat place so that it would be easier. It would be a lot easier if you just clamp it down to a flat place. Like, you can even clamp it down to a piece of wood, or if you have a vise, it would be really handy and really useful if you just clamp it down to the vise. So, let's jigsaw this. Oh, actually, before jigsawing, I'm just gonna center punch the other corners just to make it easier to see where the other corners are. Now, if you have a Sharpie or anything like that, you can obviously do that. So, cut. Okay, so I center punched the corners, and now I'm basically just gonna jigsaw it till the corners. So, jigsaw till the corner, jigsaw to the corner, jigsaw to the corner, jigsaw to the corner. And hopefully it's a perfect square. If it's not, we can just sand it and make it a perfect square. So it's not a big deal. So let's begin. It took a little bit of time, but we're finally done cutting our square. Now, the only downside to the square is the 2 holes that we drilled, but it's not gonna affect the hardy tool that we insert into this. So I think it'll be fine. But what I'm gonna do is this hole that I did earlier, I'm just gonna keep it on top to hide the hole. So how I did this hole was basically, I drilled a hole here, 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 and I cut it all 4 sides, and then I basically kept sanding until it was straight. So if you wanna do this like a beauty plate, you can do that. But now the last step is to basically sand it. I'm gonna skip to the part where I finished sanding. Wow, I'm finally done sanding, and this is a hardy hole. With this on top, it's a beautiful hardy hole. It has a really perfect square, and you can see, but you can't really tell, you can't really see these big holes once this is on top. In the next video, I'm going to be showing you how to assemble our hardy hole into a stand. So, a stand like this one, but it's not going to be exactly like that. I'm going to make it a little different and make it much more easier to assemble, easier to make, and easier to mount on top of our stand. So that's going to be part 2. And have a great rest of the day.